Hello, everybody. So, a bunch of you lately have been, especially since I started doing these videos, have been sending me messages and asking me questions about how do I ask for help? How do I prioritize myself? How do I set boundaries in my relationships? How do I even know myself? How do I improve my relationship with myself? And all of these questions are like surrounded in these topics of like really understanding who you are and really liking yourself and really loving yourself, which are two different things. But it's like if you met yourself on the street or at an event or in a restaurant or something, would you talk to you? Would you feel supported? Would you feel cared for by you? And so you can imagine that. And if the answer is no, or you're not quite sure, then this might be for you. So I have great community. I have a ton of friends who are like good friends that show up, that are there whether it's good times or bad times. I have amazing relationships with my parents and my family members. We're really close. I have a partner who is so supportive and so, just so wonderful to have in my life. I have these people and I truly like myself. I really do. And you can see that. You can see that in the way that I eat, in the way that I take care of myself, in the way that I budget my money, in my investments. You can see that. People tell me that. You can see that I have good community, right? And that wouldn't happen if I didn't love myself. But it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that. When I was younger, at one point in time in my life, I realized that this history of trauma that I experienced was affecting me. And you wouldn't have been able to tell that, right? Like I had a good job. I worked with kids and families. Like I looked from the outside like a person that quote unquote had my shit together, right? And and I would tell myself that I liked myself. I would tell myself that I loved myself. I'd give myself that lip service. But somewhere inside me, I knew that wasn't true. I knew it wasn't true because if it were true, I wouldn't have been eating the food that I was eating. I wouldn't have been not moving my body as much as I was not moving my body. And I wouldn't have been using drugs to escape. So this was my life. It was like I was going through the motions, but there was no emotions to it. I was avoiding them. And it got to this point where I looked at myself in the mirror and I knew that my life was not a reflection of who I was. It wasn't what teachers and family members and adults had told me I was as a kid. It wasn't the potential that I knew that I had. And I was miserable. Even though from the outside I wanted to pretend like what people saw was true, that I was happy, but I was not. And so I was doing these things. I was eating crap. I was doing drugs to avoid it. And I wasn't happy. I got to this point where I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, I'm going to do anything to change this. But I didn't know what it was. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to do something. So I just kind of like made a reach. I just like tried something, and that something that I tried, I was like, okay, every day I'm going to get up, I'm going to look myself in the mirror in the eyes, and I'm going to say, I love you. This was my desperate grasp at changing anything. And what happened was I started to do this for a week. I kept looking at myself in the mirror and trying to say I love you, and what would happen is I couldn't even get to the word love. I would break down crying. I'm sitting on my bathroom floor every morning sobbing because I can't look myself in the eye and tell myself that I love you. So when that didn't work for me, this like desperate grasp at something for me, I realized I need help. I don't know what to do. But I know that I have two options: to continue to be miserable and not be able to tell myself that I love myself and not live up to my potential, or I can ask someone, I can figure out a way to do this. So I found someone who knew how to do it, and I asked them, and I hired them to help me, to give me ideas, to guide me through. And a little bit after that, not very long after that, I could look myself in the eye and say, I love you. A little bit after that, I started to have friends again. I started to be able to show up. A little bit after that, I started to be able to budget my money in a way that I wasn't living paycheck to paycheck anymore. And I was doing things for me. I was doing art, I was creating, I was moving. I started running again. I started running marathons. After that, a little bit after that, I started being healthy again. I lost 100 pounds. I lost 100 pounds in a little over a year because I hired someone to tell me what to do. I quit trying to guess and check. I quit trying to desperately clutch onto something that would be like the miracle. And I asked for help, and I invested in it. And now it's like I look back on that and I'm like, wow, what a beautiful process. I actually love myself even more because of where I came from, because I was able to ask for help and accept it. Now I have friends all over the world who are so incredible. They're smart. They're funny. We laugh all the time. I have a partner who I'm so in love with, who looks at me like nobody else ever has. I have a really close relationship with my parents. It's not just this like surface level, like we tolerate each other. We really enjoy being around each other. We are good friends. We're best friends. And I want that for you. And that's why I'm going to make this offer to you now. I have a program. It's called the Fly Life. It's called the Fly Life Intensive. Fly, F-L-Y, stands for First Love Yourself. And it's not just me. It's not just me there. There's 6 other experts. And so each module is like, there's business, there's budgeting, there's finances, there's productivity, there is health. There's an Ayurvedic practitioner. She's going to talk about food and movement. There's comedy. There is stuff about CBD oil, your body systems. There is relationships. There's a module on relationships. What else is there? There's so much. So even if you're only seeing this as one area of your life that you really want to show up more for, whether it's your health, whether it's your finances, your business, your career, your work, whether it is your relationship, you want to have better friends, you want to have better love life, you want to have a closer relationship with your family, it's there. It's all there. So it's like the blueprint for why truly loving yourself, not just trying to give lip service and breaking down and crying in your bathroom, right? The actual practice of it, you don't have to guess and check. There's people who can help you. So I'm going to put this on a flash sale, probably on Friday. It's going to be like $500 off. It's going to be really affordable. And the reason is because I want you to have this. If you are in a place like I was before, where you're like, I see this as a problem, but I'm scared to look at it because I don't know what to do, I can help you look at it and change it. And be able to have this life that you deserve, that you desire, that's somewhere deep down in you. And then in addition, I'm going to give a bonus of having 2 one-on-one private calls with me. And the reason for that is I would suggest using one at the beginning to be really clear on your goals and on what you want to do, and I can help guide you through like which videos, which module to do first. And you get the whole thing. You get the whole thing so you can do the rest later. But I can help you figure out like what to do first, step by step, so it's not overwhelming to you. And then after, you do that module or you do all 6 of them, all 7 of them, totally up to you. Then you can meet again and I can help you really integrate that and apply it specifically, personally, privately to your life, just in case it's feeling like difficult to really integrate. I want it to be transformative. It is transformative. You won't be the same after you do this. So that's how you can use it. Those are all the details that I have right now. And so please let me know, what are your questions? Is this something that you think that you could use? Maybe you have a friend who has been talking about maybe feeling like they need some help improving their relationship with themselves, really understanding themselves. Maybe they're feeling like they want some extra money, some extra cash, and this program can help them do that. Maybe they're curious about what is the next step in their health journey so they can feel good, you feel confident in their bodies, all these things. Maybe you just can't look yourself in the eye and say, I love you, without breaking down. So let's shift that. Let's shift that together. I'm really excited to help you with it. So send me a message or comment below. I'm putting all the details together for the sale, which I think will happen on Friday again. So you want to be ready for that. So I can tell you all about it. Shoot me a message and I'll let you know. Okay? I can't wait to talk to you guys more. I'll see you later. Bye. Oh.